Hello, welcome back to the episode of D54. Back for something a little bit different, something a little bit special.
My favorite.
No videos. We just got posters. We got posters for a very exciting movie coming up. Mammootty, Bramayugam, the Age of
horror
Madness.
Movie. Mammootty and horror.
I mean, even the name is so cool, right?
Really cool. I love it.
The Age of Madness. There's so much mystery and intrigue about this movie. And, we thought we'd just look at the posters because they have released 7 posters now? 7 or 8 posters for this movie. And they've not done anything else. No teaser, no title announcement, no glimpse, no song release, nothing.
It's an interesting rollout. I haven't quite seen it done this way before. And also the campaign, as we're going to see, is very unique and consistent. So they're not trying to hit every mark and they have a concept and they're following it through 100%. So now that makes me really want to know what is the trailer going to look like? Is it going to tie into the posters or is that just going to go away? I don't know.
I would hope so. I really hope so.
I hope it's as gorgeous as this.
Because the posters, you can get, it's great some conversation to have about sort of posters and how much they can sort of impact. And because people would see posters as not the main selling point.
Yeah.
But when you put so much effort and emphasis like they have in this movie to create such a atmosphere, I hope the movie looks like this. With sort of the color palette they're using and the use of the sort of black and white and how much mystery they're having. You really have to look at these posters closely to understand what's going on, which I just think is such a unique tactic.
And I think I know we're teasing it. We're not even showing them yet. I think the biggest part is just seeing Mammootty like this. Everyone's like, what? Yeah. I think that's why they kind of went viral because everybody's like, that's Mammootty. What is happening? It's just so blow away. Oh, so crazy.
It really is. And it's doing a good job because there's not much information about this movie either. There's not really been, when I look on Wikipedia, normally that's the first place I look at because that just gives a lot of information. Yeah. The only thing I can sort of read out is at the launch of the film, Sati Vasan, who I think is a producer, he noted that the story is rooted in the dark ages of Kerala. The film is planned to be released across 5 Indian languages simultaneously. So Malayalam novelist T.D. Ramakrishnan joined the project to work on the film's dialogue. So this is that's interesting itself. So it's the Dark Ages.
Yes,
that's pretty cool. That dark feeling is already coming. There looks like there's something I don't know if I want to use the word demonic, but something.
There's definitely it's almost voodoo, kind of ancient magic feeling to me, tribal, this is good.
Yes.
I don't know.
It's having that. So I'm hoping it's going to have something rooted in sort of, maybe something mysterious in the culture, maybe some kind of urban legends potentially.
Yeah.
It could explore that. And of course it's a horror, which is just opening it up even more.
Yeah. Bring it on.
And last one I'm going to read before we get into the posters. So the makers approached Mammootty in July 2022. Reportedly, Mammootty takes on the role of an antagonist who allocated 30 days to the film, while Arjun Ashokan portrays a protagonist with 60 days allocated to the film. So it looks like Arjun Ashokan is going to be in the movie quite a bit, and Mammootty is going to have a smaller but probably
a featured bad guy role, which is sometimes that's the featured role with less screen time, but sometimes it is the best part of the movie. You never know.
Exactly right. So, it's going to look like it's going to have very high production value, which is absolutely great. Other guy characters I don't recognize, Siddharth Baranathan and Amalda Liz. So I don't really recognize them too much. But in terms of the thing you mentioned about Mammootty's makeovers, it's interesting. And maybe we'll get into that more when we see the posters. So let's check on the first one here. I think this is the most recent one. We're going to chuck it in. Yeah. It might be a bit random because we're not too sure of when each one got released because the character posters came out almost together, but this is the most recent and I think the most impactful one we've been seeing lately. This one here.
Yes, because he has all the incredible headdress on. My God. Also, I want to give a call out to Arun Ajakumar, who works at Aesthetic Kanjama. They did the original. Now, I don't know if they did this one. I should ask him. I did an interview with him and he talked about how they went about making this poster and how the campaign came about and how he did a photo shoot with Mammootty and that Mammootty is very involved with the idea and the photo shoot of what he wanted this to look like. So he was usually you have to go and you direct the people and they're kind of clueless, but he was like, this is what I'm thinking, and then he brought, and he really went into the performance. So I think that's why these are so super effective too. We had a special, beautiful shoot and he was bringing a really strong performance during the shoot. He was in it. So as we can tell, he looks very different. So it's really,
that's incredible. Now, guys, make sure to check out that interview with Arun because
it's really fun.
fantastic, and it's great to get an insight, especially for this specific project. I think if you want to get more information about this sort of movie, that's the place to go to for now. So check it out on Kathy's channel. But
and it's unusual to see black and white. You know, like you don't see black and white used to promote films very often, because a lot of times what I hear when I try and do that is they say, "But then people will think the movie's black and white." It's like, well, is that a bad thing? I don't. So I don't know if that will deter people, but I have a feeling this movie won't be black and white. But I would love it if it was.
I reckon it might be black and white, but I think they'll definitely use a lot of darker shade. Who knows? Might have that dark technology that we've been seeing in some.
Yes, what was that called? Dark technology or something? Oh my god!
Yeah,
I know, right?
Dark tech or something like that.
But this is just a beautiful shoot.
This is stunning. Yeah, exactly. The lighting and everything like that's absolutely. It's so soft. You know, but it really just you just see enough of Mammootty's face. Like you don't see the whole thing. It's only like one sort of center part. The headdress and all that stuff looks absolutely like fantastic, and I think it is referencing probably some of the what's it called? Some of the dark arts that we talked about, some of the cultural things. Just research a little bit. There's like a ancient practice that they had called Theum, which is we've seen that sort of headdress used in quite a few movies. I think I've seen that, but this one looks maybe pretty authentic, because I'm just looking at another thing I'm seeing on Wikipedia showing that. Now it's normally in red from what I've seen, but it might also be in darker colors as well. But that's the outfit. So that's if they're tying in some kind of ancient rituals to that and how that can go wrong. I don't know. It's so interesting because like the mind goes everywhere with this kind of thing.
I know.
It's like what would they be insinuating at? So they're definitely incorporating that kind of culture in there, which is fantastic.
Yep. And I love the photography is falling off into darkness, like the mystery of it, where you just have a little bit of that rim light and everything else is black. No atmosphere, no background, just gorgeous shot. That's it.
Also, the type is also pretty unique as well. I like that sort of standard, something you can just pick out.
It's a good logo. I like the logo.
It's a logo font, right? It's not really one like.
It looks like it's a font, but it looks like they did some customization to it with the Y and the B. They kind of pulled that out, and probably the G looks like it has a little bit of tweak on it, and then the texture, it's really nice.
Yeah, and the Age of Madness just looks like it's blowing away. Like
little italic action. It's running away.
Yeah. Dynamic. I think that's what this is going to be. I hope this one, the one they're going to put all over the screens, because this one's fantastic.
It's gorgeous.
Other ones, we got the cane.
Old teaser cane of the same gorgeous shot. Like this, it reminds me a lot of the campaign for The Witch. I don't know if you saw people call it the Vivitch. It's like like Eggers directed it. They did beautiful black and white posters with just lower third beautiful black and white photography. At the bottom of a rabbit and a goat and stuff like that. But it reminds me of that little, because it's kind of like, it's not a human, it's just some weird element to the film. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. No, this is cool. And who knows what the purpose of this is, whether it's got some kind of significance to it, or whether it's a walking stick that he just needs to walk around with. Again, so much mystery.
It's just a stick he walks around with. That's it. I'm sure that's it.
That's all. But again,
that's the only reason it's in here. It's probably a weapon or a victim or something. Victim's cane.
Yeah,
maybe it's a reference to.
I don't know if it's an action movie. So I don't know if there's any like references to being used as a weapon. But who knows? Maybe there might be some sequences for that.
You can hit somebody with it.
You definitely can. You definitely can. But this one here, this is a new one. So this is a character. I guess this is another character in the movie. This is not Arjun Ashokan. So this must be the other actor that we mentioned, Siddharth Bhartaram. Bhartaram. So must be him, I guess. But again, I'm not sure what's going on. But the smoke, oh my God, look at the effect. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And this is the only one I think that might have some background in it. This looks like a unit shot or something shot. It's not a special shoot. It looks like they shot it during filming. And it looks like that's the only one that really gives a little bit of atmosphere. It looks a teeny bit out of perspective to me. Like he doesn't quite... His angle's a little bit too high for the slow angle on the doorway, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But the smoke is definitely creating like a circular shape around him, and there's a little bit of texture there at the top and the side. Maybe it's hard to tell, but it's definitely getting like they're investigating, almost like Indiana Jones, like they're inside a temple or something.
Yeah, it has that kind of feeling. It looks like it's some kind of ancient fort or some kind of temple or something like that. But I mean, is that like sweat running down his neck? Or
I can't tell if it's blood down there or paint. Hard to tell.
Yeah. Can't really tell what it's doing. But this one does give us some atmosphere. Yeah. But this one, does give us a bit more feeling of maybe time period.
It's treated the same, but it's not the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty cool for
Yeah,
that one.
very, very consistent.
And then we got, this is a classic one that came out early on, which is just so atmospheric. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God. You see, I love it how they give so much emphasis on the sky as well,
Yep.
which is for the typography as well to not get in the way. But it's also just giving us more of that, like an emotional feeling of sort of the,
Yes.
how big the world is and how small he is
Yes.
sort of in front of
It's that
sort of
classic
scale.
lower third, like kind of behind the hero thing that they do a lot of times, and they have all this information above him. It looks really huge.
Correct.
So we've got the temple or the house that they're going to go explore.
Mhm.
It looks like some creepy vines or roots or snakes. I don't know what that is.
Yep.
And then we have the sky with, it looks like a bunch of people kind of climbing something, almost like a mountain behind
Yeah.
it. So it's like really strange stuff. Still same treatment, but this is a total different style montage poster. It's like kind of
a little bit like people are escaping from it looks like there's some kind of, maybe it's giving off some kind of vibe that something's leaving the house or something like that.
Smoke,
Or the
maybe? Kind of they're in the smoke.
Could be smoke. Could be spirits.
Yeah, the ghosts. Yeah, definitely. That could be part of it. They looks very creepy, whatever.
Definitely.
Yep.
And we've got this one from the classic one. This is the one that,
so
oh my God.
This is the one they put out. Everybody went, what is happening? Like, what? I mean, this is, you can tell it's a shoot because the quality of the shot is so great. You get so much detail. You get like his gross teeth. You get the hair like on his shoulders, a little like, when your hair's standing on end, like, oh, and then he's got this gorgeous lighting. Nice.
And the wrinkles on the face to just show the age and what he's been through potentially.
So much clarity. So great.
Yeah, like I guess he's got a chain. And I guess
some kind of necklace.
Earrings, I guess, or something like that. So there's something happening there. There are some other like Mammootty like transformations that he has done. So he's been known to do these kind of transformations. There's a movie called Mrugaya where he's like looks completely different. Like he's also playing like a tribal. I think he's a hunter in that one or something like that. There's one he's done there, and there's another Mammootty movie he did for where he played a historical character. What's his name? Ambedkar, who was like he's almost like Gandhi. Gandhi kind of person. So
but have we seen him like this? This
not like
is
this,
crazy. No. This is the kind of just an actor taking a big jump, and I love it.
There's no prosthetics. It looks like it's all natural, right? There's no prosthetics here.
No prosthetics, like just the teeth are fake for sure.
Maybe? Yeah, the teeth are fake.
Teeth are fake, but that's about it so far, as far as I can tell.
Oh. Yeah, they're all pretty natural. That's pretty interesting. So they haven't used like it's not over the top kind of thing. Like it's still very human.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like back in the day before they had dentists. So you kind of just dealt with what you were dealing with.
If this is the image you're seeing from Mammootty, imagine the performance is going to be something else. Like
I know, it looks like he had fun at the shoot.
Yeah, what he can sort of bring to a performance. Oh my God, like it's going to be something else.
I can't imagine going to a shoot with him in it. I'd be just so intimidated. Like, like
it's
Mr. Mammootty, can you sit down?
I think it'd be so because he's somebody that's quite involved in his movies and
he has ideas.
Yeah, we've seen that. And we've heard of that time and time again. Like he's somebody that does like to have his input, and like I think the wealth of knowledge that he has is just something that he's been there. So like for people, younger directors, younger actors, younger producers, even they'll be like, "Look, I've been here before. I've done something like this. Why don't we incorporate some kind of elements into this?" And I think there's something that I remember. And shout out to the Norway Machan who I talked to a while ago about sort of Mammootty. And like I remember him telling me something like Mammootty always likes to bring something different to his roles. Like there's always something significantly different, whether it's the way he talks, the way he walks, the way he looks. There's something that should be distinguishable in his character for whichever he's doing. So he's definitely bringing that. This one's like, I don't know, obvious. This is so different to anything we've seen from him.
So crazy.
But yeah, that's the big one, and we have the one that's a little bit more, I guess, from
pulled back a little. Also, it's like the same
kind of effect.
Yeah, in fact, probably if you cropped in, it almost looks like the same shot. It could be the same shot.
It could be that.
The same, maybe, or just from the same. But now this one we see a little bit more. He's got a ring. He's got this certain kind of chair. We see more of the necklace.
It looks like it's a chair, but the way it's propped up
throne.
Looks like it's like a throne. Like
Yeah, this looks like hand carved. It's like just that gorgeous treatment. And his face has most of the highlights. So you're mostly looking at the face, and the body's kind of falling off into mid-tones.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
Like you look at the face first, and then you sort of work your way down. In terms of lighting, right? The lighting just gets less and less as you keep going.
And a lot of actors bring ideas to shoots, but a lot of times they'll say like, "No, my character wouldn't do that," or I think it should be more like this, but most of them don't really bring like this whole idea and character driven attitude. A lot of them you have to tell them, and maybe they told him, but it sounded like when Arun was telling about that, he pretty much was like, "This is what I'm going to do," and you can just kind of follow along. That's like, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. It's
So
great.
it looks like is he wearing a wedding ring? It looks like it's a ring on his left
it does look like a wedding
hand,
ring. A ring on that finger, at least, right?
Does he have a partner?
Oh,
That's also
God.
involved in this.
Is there a queen?
Yeah, exactly. Is there someone else who's getting to help him, or is he widowed? Do people that are widows still wear rings? I don't know.
Sometimes, yeah. I think some people just keep them on. Yeah.
Maybe that's part of his dark past. Oh my God, I'm just loving theorizing.
I don't know. It's like, is he a witch doctor? I know what's happening.
Man, this movie alongside the LJP Mohanlal movie are giving us so much to just guess. Both of the movies are like, what is this about? Tell us, we need to know more.
So intriguing. This is mysterious.
Definitely. Right. So this one here with
sorry for the crop,
lady actress.
But yeah, this is
but that's
same treatment. Looks like it's probably for the movie also. It's pulled back a little bit. We don't have any environment, but we get to see a little bit of detail in her wardrobe that might give us some clues. Looks, again, more tribal.
More than the others, because they haven't shown much of like I guess in the two characters we've seen so far, they've not shown, they're both bare chested and they've not really shown what's below. I'm guessing it's just a lungi traditional, Kerala attire, but this is something else. It looks like she has some garments around her and she has bangles as well.
Yeah, a lot of bangles and decorative belt kind of thing that she has on. Also, it's interesting, they cropped her face. They have I like that when they do that. That was one that kind of Matrix did a bunch of poster series where they kind of cropped everybody, right? You didn't need to know. So it's like they just wants to see like her affect and not necessarily her face, because that's what she's about. It's very interesting.
I love the negative space in this one. It's just like it's like half a poster and they're giving a lot of emphasis.
Such great design. So much.
So great design. Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff I always want to do. And they go, can we see more of her face? It's weird that she's off to the side. There's too much negative space. They're like, okay.
Here you go.
It's a dream assignment, this campaign.
Is that a skull? Is that a skull?
Maybe.
On the very corner?
Yeah.
This is why you guys come here, for us to really break it down.
Yeah.
You guys haven't looked at this carefully. We're doing that now. I think it's a skull. And this definitely has the vibe of like a old tomb, as we saw in the other one.
Yes.
So yeah, this is going to be surrounded by death and mystery and all those elements. Maybe resurrection. Necromancy, who knows?
Yes, bring it on. All right.
The last one we got here is the guy, protagonist.
So there we go.
I'm so excited for him in this movie.
Another great crop too.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
to see someone like him, be that kind of propelled into this sort of lead role. I mean, he has done lead roles before, and we were blown away by him in a lot of things, but Roman Chan was the one that we really enjoyed. From a comedic side, I can't see there being any comedy in this movie.
It does not look like a funny movie at all.
No, I'd be surprised if there's any comedy in this. Like, it's just, this is a heavy crop though. Like, if they really shut half his face off, you can't really see much about it.
Nope. He's looking off. Like, I like when you have someone looking off camera and then they actually push you to the side so you can't really see what he's seeing. Instead of, usually what you do is you crop the person on the other side so you can look into the negative space. They have the negative space behind him, which is such a great, it makes you uneasy. Like, you just get all, like, what's happening? And then they have like the nice rim light along the front. It's really great.
Beautiful. It's just, I'm really, really impressed by how well they have done these posters. Like, in terms of terms of like graphic design perspective, it's absolutely beautiful.
They stand out because they're black and white, gorgeous black and white, not just like black and white, but treated like dark rim light, just that kind of almost charcoal shimmering silver, black and white. Yeah. So in a sea of posters, in a sea of millions of movies, this one just pops. And this is when people are afraid to do black and white because they think no one will notice it. It pops because it is black and white. Yeah. And we're all looking at it going, what is this? This is gorgeous. I'm dying right now. What is it?
And I think I believe like black and white, like photography itself is a bit more technically challenging as well. Like just to get, because it's not just black or white. You're playing with the shades of gray essentially. So, how far black do you want to make this particular area? How much do you want to make that particular area? Nothing should be completely black. Like, there are some parts that are completely black, but sometimes it's a lot of playing with that sort of subtleties, which in color is not there. You don't have to do as much, I feel.
Yeah, so that's very true.
Yeah, I don't know what he's looking at exactly, but that's the mystery about this.
He's looking up though, which makes it kind of creepier. Like, what is he looking up at? And then it's weird they have like his eyes are like one of your first focus because it's the top, but it's interesting they made the neck so bright. Like, it made him seem very vulnerable to me to see that. Like, you're like, some knife's gonna come in there. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
It seems vulnerable. So I'm like, oh my God.
No, it does. It does. It looks like a vulnerable position, like, someone looking up, like, like they're in fear kind of thing. Like, it's not
so
like he's
creepy.
looking down.
What
Whereas
is
Mamootty's one, you look at the one.
Oh, he's in
Mamootty's
charge.
like,
He's
yeah,
having a
he's in
good
charge,
time.
right?
That's right.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah. No,
he's
exactly. On
smiling,
the
a
throne.
creepy smile. Ooh.
So looking at those two together, he's on the throne looking there. You can put them two right next to each other. And just have
So good.
Arjun Shrikan looking up at him. Like, it's crazy.
So great job for the
Right.
marketing team. I know they probably worked really hard on making this really cohesive. And I am very impressed when I see that, because I feel like they're not just trying everything. They're like, this is our vision and we're going to see it through. And I love that. It's great. Great job.
It's fantastic. Yeah. But
really good.
yeah, I mean, guys, let us know what you're thinking about this movie. Get excited with us. Let us know your comments and what you think this movie might be about. What do you think about these posters? We'd love to know your thoughts about that.
Yeah.
And obviously, thank you so much, Kathy, for coming on and discussing these posters.
I love talking about posters.
Anybody, no one better to discuss this than yourself.
No one in the world is better than me to talk about the posters.
No, definitely not. And make sure to check out Kathy's interview that she did with Arun, the actual poster designer. I'm not sure for all of them, but he's definitely involved in the poster design process behind this to get a deeper insight.
He did the photo shoot for this. Yeah, he was. Go check out their Instagram and you'll see like some shots from the shoot and everything. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool, guys. Well, let us know in the comments what you think, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.